I'm just gonna come up again.
Give me a mic check.
1 2 1 2 3 1 2. Probably about this level right here.
Yeah.
Right around here.
I can even hear my voice in my headset.
1 2 1 2.
That's fine. Put it just out of curiosity, just right in there.
Right over here. This about fine.
Anywhere you want to go.
Right about here.
Always better, but
It's up to you.
that's whatever's fine.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna stay pretty wide and just get like general stuff. And then what we can do is, if there's a stopping point, or we can go back at the beginning and get close-ups of all the items, like their labels and stuff. We can even get extreme close-ups at the very end of this, you know, by just taking them out of the cart each time.
Right.
Maybe we'll
Right.
do it that way. Okay, now I'm gonna look up one more time real close. Okay, what's that? You were curious just to see what the shot looks like?
Yeah. Ooh, good. That looks good.
Okay, well, we'll try this. Okay, I'm ready to go. You are.
Well,
So
what are we gonna do? We're gonna do it now?
Yeah, we can
Just a run through.
We can just try it.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna
Are you
film?
gonna be? Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, no, I'm gonna try to do 4.
That looks great.
Okay, go ahead and stand over there by the.
I think they're gonna spray. Yeah.
Well, Sarah, you're gonna have to take a shower again
No,
tonight.
you're okay. Is that where you're gonna do your lead-in from?
Well, yeah, the short one. I can do it right over here.
Wait, but from this end.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to
In fact, you might as well just even drop the cord, because otherwise you'll see it in the shot.
Okay. Now, do you want me to time you from here?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna do a pretty wide one so we can see the, you know, the signs in there. Okay, we're rolling. Hold on. Now you're gonna do your lead-in and we're not gonna move.
It's just gonna be a mini lead-in, and then we're gonna hit it. Go right into it.
And then you're gonna start moving from still talking? Okay,
Mhm.
so when we start moving, we'll have to get the cord going and everything.
All right, so I'll be ready to grab it.
But don't pick the cord up that high. You have to keep it low in the shot.
Okay, anytime.
Ready?
Yep, anytime.
Hi, and remember what we're going to be doing here in the Eagle Food Store is looking for a couple of different things. Remember, we're not all nutritionists. What we want to do is something easy to prepare, something that's healthy and low in fat, because a lot of what we think isn't is and isn't. And the other thing is that it can't take well, let me do it again.
Okay.
This is the part I changed like on the way over just about.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, and we're here in the Eagle Food Store, and remember we've got a couple of carts here. One we're going to fill with high-fat occasional foods. That's something you eat once in a while.
Again. I'm sorry, this is the very beginning. Really gotta be excited. Okay,
Okay.
we're in the Eagle Food Store.
Okay.
And these are my nifty signs. You gotta
Okay.
make sure you mention what they're for. Okay.
Hi, we're here in the Eagle Food Store, and these are professionally done signs. Just about every cart should have them. One is for our high-fat occasional foods. You're not going to be eating that much of it. What we're going to be looking for is filling up the low-fat everyday food cart, because this is stuff you can eat every day, and this is stuff you eat occasionally. And this, just by eating this type of food, we're going to fill these up, show you just what to do, and not what a nutritionist will tell you to do, but the easiest things that you can eat on a regular basis, things that aren't going to make your stick your nose up in the air. A couple of things we're going to look for. It's got to be easy to prepare. Number one, it's got to be healthy and low fat. And number three, it also,
Okay, that's all right. We'll start again, because then, you know, hey, you were
You're
great.
getting a feel for it, though. Don't worry. They're
Okay, where's
nifty
that?
signs, not professional signs.
Whatever you want to say, I don't care. That was perfect. Just do it that way again.
okay. Hi, and now we're inside the Eagle Food Store.
You lost your momentum.
Did I?
Remember?
Okay.
Oh my God, we're an eagle.
Knock it up.
Okay.
And now we're inside Eagle Food Store, and we've got a couple of nifty signs over here. We've got our high-fat occasional foods, and we've got our low-fat everyday foods. Very simply, we're going to fill up these carts with just what the sign says. Just stuff you can eat once in a while. Stuff that's a little higher in fat. The nutritionists are going to tell you shouldn't have it all the time. We're going to tell you can have it once in a while. You can have it on occasion. And the other thing we're going to fill it up with is everyday foods. Foods you can eat morning, noon, and night. All it's going to do is make it trim down a little bit. A couple of things we're going to look for are foods that are easy to prepare. We're going to look for foods that taste good and not like an old car mat. And we're also going to look for foods that are low fat and healthy. So it's going to surprise you some of the stuff we're going to go with, but let's go through the Eagle store. And there's always the bananas and always the corn and everything else we know. But for one thing we want to talk about is lettuce. Now with our lettuce, a lot of people buy iceberg lettuce. One thing you want to look for is the romaine lettuce. And the reason for that is it's got 6 times the vitamin C, it's got 8 times the beta carotene than iceberg lettuce. And the big thing is that it's also got folacin in, which is actually good for people, for women in childbearing years. And the best thing about it, it says romaine. You can lift an eyebrow and say, I eat romaine lettuce and look cool. So that's the main thing we want to do out here. And we've got flying peppers all over the place. We've got avocados. What are we going to do with these avocados? Put them in a high-fat cart. Why? Because they're 70 to 80% fat. So you can eat them occasionally, but not all the time. The rest of the stuff, the vegetables, oh my God, you got cactus over here. You can eat all the cactus leaves you want. Buy them by the pound. In fact, I don't know what you do with the cactus leaves, to be honest with you. Here's your head lettuce, which is normally what you're talking about, your iceberg lettuce. We're going to make a big swing around. And now, we're in the bulk foods. Now the bulk foods is where you can get a lot of stuff. Yogurt, peanuts, fruit and nut snacker. The only thing you want to watch in here is watch for sugar. Some of the ones like the California mix is good, and it's a good treat. Why? Because you're eating vegetables. You don't want to eat them all the time. You would put them in the occasional food because they've got a little bit of sugar on it. When we're talking about sugar, and just like when we get to the cereals, what you're going to look for is something that's less than, say, 30% sugar. Some of the other foods that are over 30%, that are 50, 60, 70%, just like we threw our avocado in there, is something you eat on occasion, okay? So let's slide over and into the yams and sweet, and in fact they're called yams over here, but they're sweet potatoes. Any kind of potato is a real good vegetable. In fact, your baking potatoes, your red potatoes, your yams, a lot of people don't eat sweet potatoes because they feel that they're higher in sugar. Don't even worry about that. It's a great carbohydrate, it's got a lot of beta carotene in it, and it's a good source of fiber too. What are these little guys? Got little red potatoes. Okay, let's swing around. The cheese department. What do we do with, now most people would avoid the cheese department. We're not avoiding the cheese department because I love cheese and everybody loves cheese. One of the big sellers obviously is a string cheese from Wisconsin, skim mozzarella. Feta cheese is good to put on a salad, but what do? Not eat it? All you do is you put it in your occasional cart. It's something you're going to eat, say, as a treat. You don't eat it every meal, you don't eat it for lunch maybe, but you are going to eat it for, a sit-down dinner with the family because those are so far and few between. Let's swing around. And we got the lunch meat section. Now, a lot of the prepared salads, some nutritionists and dietitians would throw up their nose at them and say, some of the fruit salads got sugar, some of the pineapple walnut salad does, some of the seashell macaroni's got too much fat. Baloney. You can eat this stuff till the cows come home. What people do, though, is they eat it 3 times a day, or they'll eat it for every single meal. Remember, what we're talking about is 3 meals a day and 2 snacks. So at the end of a day, or at the end of a couple of days, you're going to evaluate out all your food and make sure it's under 30% fat. How do you do that? You take any of the calories involved, you times it by 9, all your fat grams, you times it by 9, and it's 30% of your total calories. So you can eat the stuff. In fact, pickles, anything goes good with dill pickles, so eat all you want. Even though unless your doctor tells you don't eat salt. We're swinging around here. And we got the condiment aisle. Okay, let's swing down a condiment aisle. Because we've lost everybody. Yeah, I'm going to come back out this way, so you can stay down there.
Sure, just in general, we can let him get ahead a little bit. I mean, let's not try and race up.
Okay.
We'll catch up with him once he gets going, and you try and put on a little rest.
That's good. I'm going to be here for a second, then I'm going to move up.
You're at 4.5 minutes.
Okay, we're going to cut some of this out.
And I want to try it. I come in, make sure to go back and get closer to what we talked about.
Okay, I'm going to start here, make a stop, make a stop.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Canned fruit, light canned fruit. This stuff is great. What's the difference? It's a little easier to use, that's all. And just watch for added sugar. Sometimes they'll have sugar, they'll say fructose in there. This says zero fat. In fact, it's Light by Libby's, zero fat peach halves. Keep the stuff in it. Keep the stuff in the cabinet, for God's sakes. You don't have time to go and grab the real stuff, or you're afraid the fruit's going to go bad. Grab the can. Just watch for added sugar. Peanut butter, everybody knows. They say, well, it's real high in fat. Yeah, it's real high in fat. That's not the point. It's okay for kids. You make yourself a sandwich once in a while. It's real high in protein. You don't eat it all the time. The salad dressings. In fact, the study just came out and said salad dressing is the #1 source of fat for women. So what do? Not eat it? No. Kraft makes a fat-free. A lot of the other brands make a fat-free. In fact, I think it's Kraft also came out with a fat-free horseradish sauce. And and basically what that means is zero fat. So do you use a ton of it? No. A lot of times they'll put egg whites in there. And this one's 1 tablespoon is 20 calories and zero fat. So any of the fat-free Kraft stuff you can put on your salads like crazy. Let's move down. We'll get out of your way.
You're not putting anything in these carts.
No, I got to start to load them up. In fact, why don't you give me a salad dressing?
Okay.
I'll go back and get closer to everything. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with that side and then pan down to you.
Okay.
And then when I look at you, when I give you eye contact, start. You ready?
Well, they've been looking around. I found some Weaver chips. I love potato chips. So we'll throw those in our occasional cart because you can have them once in a while. Have them with dip. Have them with the kids. You wouldn't want them with every meal and every sandwich, but you have them once in a while. And now,
Get that for a minute. And then we're going to keep going down this whole aisle. You're gonna-
yeah, we could. We might as well.
Okay, we gotta-
Yeah, because there's lentils down there and stuff.
Huh?
This is the lentils and rice and
Yeah. Ready?
Hold on. Okay, we're ready.
Now we hit the soup aisle, and there's a lot of bad press on soup, but soup is good for you. It's good food. One of the things they've been saying is that it's high in sodium. Number one, if you have a problem with your sodium, get the low sodium. And number two, you don't make a meal out of it. So all you do is you get any kind of soup you like, something that cream of celery, the beefy mushroom, that sounds good. Cream of asparagus, and instead of making a whole can and making one meal out of it, make a little bit, make a half a can, and have a good turkey sandwich with it, that type of thing. So that's an occasional food, but just because in case you have a sodium problem. And now we've got green split peas, lentils. Here you go. It's lentil, not yentil. This isn't a movie review with Barbara Streisand. Lentils. It's a really good source of fiber. It's a really good carbohydrate. How do you cook them? I don't know. It's the Frugal Gourmet. Or green split peas. These are good too. Very good source of carbohydrate, and peas are a good source of dietary fiber. So we'll grab those in the everyday. And in the soup aisle, we've got a lot of these packaged soups that you add water to, and for some reason they seem a lot healthier. Check the sodium content first. We've also got the rice section. Instant rice, brown rice. A lot of people think of, well, if you eat rice, all you can do is eat the brown rice. I don't really care for brown rice. If you like brown rice, eat it all the time. Otherwise, have the white rice. Get the instant stuff. This is one of the best carbohydrates out there. There's no fat in it. You can eat it 24 different ways. You can mix it with vegetables. You can hide vegetables in it. You can hide your socks in it. This goes, you can eat this stuff all day. We're going to put this stuff in every day. In fact, I eat this stuff every day. Okay, and you come in the Chinese food section. Just watch for MSG. Watch for monosodium glutamate. If you do insist on getting any kind of soy sauce, make sure you get the light. Even the light, most of it is like 64% low sodium. So if you do have a problem with sodium, ask your doctor and see if it'll let you have the light. Okay. Want to swing around? Let's swing around a different aisle. We've got seasonings. Oh. Are you rolling?
Yeah. Now, hold on a second. We can cut out some of the, turning time.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I got enough close-up.
Okay.
Go back around.
Dude, you're at like 6 minutes here.
Well, we're going to do a lot of cutting.
Right.
Cut and
But it's
paste.
hard to cut a lot of, well, we can cut a lot of things as long as I throw in a lot of food. Go back again. Hold on a second. You know what, I can come back here easily and get food if I need it.
This store has so much good stuff. It's incredible.
Okay, I'm ready when you are. Just, hey, make sure, when we went that one turn, I was almost running into the box and I was trying to kind of.
Oh, okay.
So just be aware of what we're gonna hit.
Okay.
Kind of forward.
Okay.
I'll push.
Okay, we're in the spaghetti sauce aisle. Only thing to watch out for in spaghetti sauce is because of the tartness and the bitterness of a tomato, make sure it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. And you're also in the chocolate topping aisle. And this seems like an oxymoron. You can't have chocolate topping. Baloney. This stuff was sent from the gods. In fact, look at this. A nice little pour thing. You can pour this in your mouth with this little beauty. But Mrs. Richardson's is one of the brands that actually has no fat. It's got a lot of sugar in it. But if you want to have a little ice cream or whatever and treat yourself, pour the Mrs. Richardson's topping on it. Here's a Weight Watchers section that a lot of people walk by and you think, Weight Watchers? I'm not overweight. It's got nothing to do with overweight. In fact, the spaghetti sauce is real low in sugar and it's got a good taste to it. They've got some popcorn and the chocolate chip cookies. If you really want to treat yourself, there's nothing wrong with having that stuff. In fact, that's something you can, people say, well, it's low in sugar, low in fat. I can put this in the everyday aisle. Not really. Not really. That's an occasional thing too, even if they are low-fat cookies. Healthy Choice has a section here, which I'm surprised. They've got a lot of stuff here. Healthy Choice is a whole rack of everything from soups to cookies to muffins, and they're no fat. The ones that are fat-free, they're low in sugar, and then any kind of sugar they have is like from the raspberry, the strawberry, the apricot, and they are delicious. Spaghetti, one of the other best sources of carbohydrates you can find. You can mix this 15 different ways. As far as a lot of different kinds of spaghetti, if you have a problem with cholesterol, obviously go for the no egg yolk noodles. In fact, Mrs. Grass makes one with a no egg yolk. And those you can eat all the time. You can literally eat them every day. The thing that kills spaghetti is people put meat sauce on it. So watch the meat sauce. Just put a spaghetti sauce and put a little basil on it and that type of thing. You've got noodle stroganoff and the tuna aisle. Another good source of protein. Watch for, in fact, they make almost very low sodium tuna, and even the regular tuna. In fact, here's the 50% low salt, great source of protein. If you do have a problem with sodium, get the 50% low salt. But if you don't, and even a lot of times they're on sale, here they've got it at 63 cents. It's a good price. You can't beat that. For a regular can, 6 1/4 ounce of tuna, rinse it out. Throw it in the sieve and rinse it out. You get a lot of the sodium out of there. Now let's swing around into. Foot care. We don't need foot care.
You need eggs?
In fact, why don't you stay right there? I'm gonna do this stuff. Why don't you back up a little bit? We'll hit eggs and then we'll hit right over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to go this way. Let me straighten out.
Okay,
Come on, I want to get set. Where's your cart? Is it down that aisle?
it's right here. We'll swing around it. Thanks.
I just wanted to get the little wheel. The more we can get of that high fat, low fat thing.
Right.
Okay. Hold on, wait. There's
The yogurt all along here.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that because that's too big of a topic.
All right.
I'm gonna hit right over here because we're running out of time.
okay.
Ready?
Go ahead.
All right, milk. Milk's a big issue. Keep in mind that 2% is, I think it's about 35% fat. 1% is around 20% fat, and regular vitamin D is around 45%. You'd put the vitamin D milk in your occasional cart unless you've got kids and they need the calcium. And eggs. Eggs are another thing that people pass by. Actually, an egg is one of the most complete sources of protein, but you just eat the egg yellow. All the fat, all the cholesterol is in. Wait a minute, you got to scotch that because you don't eat the egg yellow, you eat the egg white.
You only eat the egg white. Okay.
Scotch. Scotch.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
Here, hold on. Let's start again. I want to make sure I start with this.
you want to start from the milk?
Start with the milk. Start from the whole segment. But stand next to the, put your back next to the cart. Like you have, of course, so I'm getting the nice signs in there and everything.
Okay.
And then I just go off a little bit. Okay. Anytime.
Okay, milk section, dairy section. Keep in mind a couple of things. A lot of people are drinking the 2% and the 1% now. The 1% is about 20% fat. The 2% is around 35% fat. The vitamin D milk's around 45% fat. You put this, if you're an adult, put it in the occasional cart of higher fat, unless you're going to cook with it. And if it's the kids, it's up to you and your doctor. Let them drink it. Another big good thing is eggs. People pass by eggs all the time on diets, and actually it's the best source of protein out there going. All the fat and all the cholesterol is in the yellow. So what do? Eat the white. You can mix it. You can chop it up. In fact, if you're baking something, you can make an omelet out of 2 whites and 1 yellow. And you've also got Better Eggs, Simply Eggs. They've got all these different egg substitutes that are made from egg albumin and that type of thing. Try that out. It's low fat, low cholesterol. And now the hot dog section. Bun-length hot dogs. We have got to fill up all the carts with bun-length hot dogs and liver sausage. But actually, they're a little higher in fat. Braunschweiger. Oh my God. This stuff is got pork, it's got salt, it's got everything under the sun in it, and it's a little high in fat. What would you do? Stick it in your higher fat cart. You wouldn't eat one of those a day, you wouldn't eat one on a sandwich, you got kids, you make yourself all a meal on a Saturday, that's fine. The lunch meats, you've got a lot of the different healthy choices, 97% fat-free. Some of the turkey, bologna, for instance, so keep an eye on it. If you're on a very low-fat diet, a restricted fat diet, keep an eye on it, make sure that it's not a little higher in fat that you think. Even though it says 97% fat-free, remember our last show, how you figure out fat grams, each slice may be 6, 7, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grams of fat. So when you add up 2 or 3 slices, you get a little higher fat sandwich than you might want. Lunch meat is great for the kids. Here's a ball. Oh, it is them plumpers. We got to get some plumpers. Once again, an occasional treat. You don't make it a meal. You don't cut them up and put them in your egg whites and make it a high-fat treat. The whole idea with this is it's got to have fat in it to cook. So put it in the occasional cart. Let's swing around. Oh, we got a lot of good stuff yet. Bacon. I love bacon. And bacon, everybody's saying, any occasional cart. Well, it's true. But, some of the leaner brands are good. But once again, bacon and eggs, if you think about it, and you just have bacon once a week, that's 50 times a year. So if on some bacon, if you're taking in, say, an extra 22 or 25 grams of fat, may not seem like much, but it's a lot of cholesterol too. So some of the stuff that doesn't have cholesterol in it, for instance, might still have fat in it. So keep your eyeballs on that. Let's swing around into the cookie aisle. Oh, we got to go down the cereal aisle. That's the best. Let's swing around. In fact, we've got Quaker oatmeal, Quaker oats, all good cereals, hot cereals in the morning. Cereals get a really bad rap from people. They think that they're high in sugar. Excuse me, and a lot of them are. Some of them up to 50% sugar. But some of them, like Special K, are good. Rice Krispies are good. These are something you can have in the morning. All you do is you throw food on it. You can have this all the time.
Have fruit.
Huh?
You said throw food on it.
Oh, throw food on it? Okay.
That's okay. Well, and
Another edit.
I'll just have to edit out like what's too long. You know?
Okay.
And we're gonna have to go through the whole store again and get my close-ups.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A really good cereal is Rice Krispies. When you look at the amount of fat, no fat. When you look at the amount of sugar, it's pretty low in sugar. And how do you tell? You look on the side, and if you're going to check that out, you want a cereal that's about 6 grams of sugar per serving or less. One of the notable exceptions would be Raisin Bran. Because of raisins in there, that might be 10 grams of sugar. But don't really worry about that because a lot of it's from naturally occurring from the raisins. So in fact, here's Lady Lee Raisin Bran. This looks good. So we put this in the everyday cart. Marshmallows. And a lot of them, remember, are great sources of fiber. Banana Nut Crunch, fruit and fiber, shredded wheat, 100% bran. Well, that tells you what this beauty is. This is 100% wheat bran. So we can throw this in our everyday cart. Some of the other ones, especially if it says honeys and that type of thing, keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't have a lot of sugar or a lot of sweetness in there from the honey. Multi-brand Chex is good. I just like, oh, Cocoa Puffs. Oh my God, we got to take Cocoa Puffs. But if you're an adult, you got to put them on the occasional cart. You can't put them in every day. And Captain Crunch, peanut butter Captain Crunch, oh my God. So this stuff is higher in sugar. So even if you're got a couple different brands, you don't really want to give the kids the Captain Crunch and the sweet stuff 7 days a week for breakfast. Mix it up. Tell you what you do. Take some of the Captain Crunch peanut butter and stick some of the Raisin Bran and mix it up. You've got half the sugar in it. Shredded wheat and bran is the same way. Take one of them, just put a couple of spoonfuls in. Kids won't even know what hit them. Okay, we're doing some swing arounds here. Oh my God. 8-foot beef sticks. Okay.
Wait a second. Wait, you gotta start. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I found the store of my dreams. Because right here, they don't have those little skinny beef sticks. We have 8-foot beef sticks. These are the world's champion beef sticks. This is a beef stick for a man or woman of the 90s. And people say it's high in sodium. It is. It's high in corn syrup. It is. So you don't have a piece for every meal. You don't make a meal out of an 8-foot beef stick. You know, everything just went off the wall with this stuff. It's 5.5 ounces, but it's high in sodium and it's high in fat. What do? Eat it once in a while. Right there. You got to have the 8-foot beef stick. Okay. Cheese whizzes. Huh? We don't need that. Because we're running so long already.
Whenever you're ready to start the next part. We'll get out of
There
here.
we go.
I'm bag timing you because she's just gonna have to do so much editing.
Yeah. It's a lot
Okay.
of sauce.
Let's do a quick shot right here. For the dog stuff.
You're gonna do dog stuff?
Just about 2 seconds on it. Because it's vegetarian everything.
Hold on. People eat that?
Yep.
Animals eat it. People eat dog food?
No, there's a vegetarian dog food though. We can do a 5 or 10 second shot there.
Okay, go.
And no, we're not still in the beef stick section. We're in the Friskies Master's Choice section. And actually, if you really want to be good about it, I'll tell you what these nutritionists are doing to us. They've even got stuff like I think it's called Wow Bao, and it's vegetarian dog food and vegetarian chew sticks. So if you want the address for that, send it in this station. Ask for Sarah. She'll take care of all that. She knows them.
Okay, stop. I know them.
You're the editor. That'll end up on the floor. On the cutting room floor.
Let him do his thing.
Huh?
It goes on the floor.
Oh, God.
It stays on the raw tape.
And then it goes to bleepers.
You don't really cut it.
Outtake.
It's like we're making a turn.
Bulk arrangement.
Crunching the chips. What'd I lose? Beef
You know, I'm
sticks.
gonna save all this too because when we make real videos for sale and stuff, you know, we can lengthen things, we can cut things differently.
Yeah, that's true too.
Okay.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, hold on. Just be aware to not go too much far.
Okay.
Okay. And if it's like a section where we can't get through at the same time, just worry about the cord and I'll push far.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
We're in the chip aisle. Everyone loves the chip aisle. It's one of the most American aisles there are. And actually, obviously, you know, there's a lot of salt and there's a lot of fat in them, so that's why we've got one bag in a high-fat occasional cart. But actually, you can grab, everybody knows pretzels. Pretzels are low in fat, only 1 gram of fat per serving, got a little bit of sodium on it, so we can put those in the everyday foods as a snack as opposed to some of the other chips. Rolled Gold Bavarian, some of the chips are lower in, some of the pretzel sticks are lower in fat, and we're also getting into the soda aisle. My God, there's 10,000 different kinds of soda, as you know, and people want to know, can they have a little bit of the sugar? Here's a Diet Right cranberry apple. All of them are salt and sodium free. Can you, a lot of times they say drink 8 glasses of water a day. Are you going to include this as 8 glasses of water? Not really. Sometimes, depending on what it is, the substance that makes them sugar free can also cause you to retain sugar or retain salt and retain water. But you know, if you're going to drink a Coke every day, and if you're a big Coke drinker, get the fat-free, get the sugar-free, except if you buy KO. Some of the stuff, it's going to be too long. We're just going to edit out anyway.
Yeah, for a while.
Okay. We're gonna do a little shot right here.
Hold on. Okay, anytime?
Okay. Frozen food section. A lot of people think frozen foods are just equated with sodium and preservatives, and not really. Tyson has some breast fillets, which are good. A lot of the stuff is prepared, and you can just pop it in the microwave if you have to, or in the oven. In fact, Healthy Choice actually came up with some breaded fish sticks, and these breaded fish sticks, you know, you can eat all the time. The kids love these because you mix them up with some of that no-fat tartar sauce we're talking about, and each stick, you're only talking 5 grams of fat. So as a percentage of calories, that's only like 25 to 30% of the available calories. So that you can have all the time. You can eat that every day. A lot of the prepared meats are the same way. One of the things I want to remember, here's some steakums. Now this is an Eagle, so they don't have the exotic stuff. For instance, you can always look for muskrat. Roasted muskrat is about 25% fat. Remember, roasted opossum is about 45% fat. So go right to the manager of the store and demand roasted muskrat, and he will get it for you. And now we're in the shoestring potato section, which...
Got lost behind the crispy dealies.
Okay. Okay,
ready.
frozen food section. Potatoes. People say, I got hash browns, I got my tater tots, we've got your curly fries, we've got your french fries. Thing is, they're deep fried, forget them. What do? Get some regular potatoes, cut them up, make them into hash browns, cook them in a little Pam, and you can make hash browns for the kids. But a lot of the prepared stuff is higher in sodium and higher in fat. But the vegetables, people sneer at the frozen vegetables, and actually that's one of the ways to go. If you've had an old head of broccoli that really died in your refrigerator and smelled like some old socks, next time what you're going to do is buy some frozen vegetables. And actually, it's fresher because oftentimes the vegetables are fresh frozen very close to where they're picked. And some of the time, some of the fresh stuff, unless you're in an area like this, but some of the fresh stuff might be 6 to 7 to 8 days from farmer to table. So the fresh stuff, in fact, like we talked about mixing cereal with the kids, if one of the kids likes Mexican-style vegetables, the other one doesn't like their green beans, and you spend all your day picking corn out of the mixed vegetables, the best thing to do is have 20 different kinds. Keep in your freezer, they'll keep for a couple of weeks with no problem, and when you have, when one of the kids, we can force them down, tie them down and make them eat some vegetables. That's the way to go with it. Some of the other products that have the cheese and the sauces on it, just be careful for fats. Some of the other kids' cuisines and the banquet healthy balances and the healthy choices and the lay menus. Tell you what, before you go, or if you are going to any of the commercial diet centers, figure out what's going to cost you a week in food. You know, what's it going to cost you? 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks or more for basically prepared food. Take half of that, take a third of that, and go to the frozen food section and buy Healthy Choice dinners, buy the Budget Gourmet, buy Weight Watchers dinners. Spend about 20 or 30 bucks. This is going to buy a lot of this stuff. Throw it in your freezer, and then if you want to try it, you'll pop it out of the freezer, pop it in the microwave. And if it's not enough food for you, like a lot of these Healthy Choices and the Weight Watchers are good size portions. But a lot of people say, well, it's not enough food for me. Have some vegetables with it. Remember the frozen vegetables? If they've got corn in here, mix up something else with it. Or make some rice with it. Give yourself, so don't fill yourself up later. If you're gonna have a good sized meal, or if you're gonna bring one of these prepared dinners to work with you, pop it in the microwave, bring a baked potato with you and throw that in. So it fills you up a little bit. But those are all good. Take some of the money you'd spend over there, head right over here to the frozen food section. And then we're gonna finish off with ice cream section. This is one of the most misleading sections you're ever going to find in a store. People die. They sell their children for different types of ice cream. In fact, some of this stuff is low fat. It's pretty low fat, and people frown at that. They say, if I'm going to have a treat, I'm going to have something with high fat. Some of the other stuff is so high in fat, it's like kind of like Ben and Jerry on steroids. But a lot of them, if you're going to have it once in a while, you put it in your occasional cart. Some of the other lights, if you don't like the taste of the lights, and you've had it, and you really have a taste for ice cream, you just had the regular ice cream the day before, get some of that Mrs. Richardson's no-fat topping and put it on there. Or take some, have a popsicle with a little, it's got no fat, and some of these have no fat. You got a little bit of sugar, but if you got to have this stuff every day, that's the way to go. If you're going to have ice cream, if you buy a whole section, remember, one carton of ice cream is not a serving. I hate to break this to you, but this is not a serving of ice cream. So people look at this and say, well, it only says 5 grams of fat. Well, times 16 servings. So, and this is sugar-free, so the Edie's is good stuff, but a serving is a serving. It'll tell you exactly what size is serving and how many you should eat. So eat 1 serving. Don't eat half a carton all the time. Leave it in the fridge for a while. Okay.
Okay, it's good. Is that it? For the,
Yeah.
At one point we want to say, listen to the advice we said, use it white, and then
Right.
I mean,
Right.
and in the store wrap would be good, even if it's a little
Right.
wrap, that takes
Right, I
us
got a
back to
little
this
mini
chair.
wrap. And it's right here.
Okay, just give me a little summary.
Okay, we've given you a really light overview of what you can eat every day, and they're not going to make you fat. Remember, it's your carbohydrates, it's your rice, your pasta, your baked potatoes, and other foods that you like to eat, but you can, for instance, mix the cereal with something. You can have a hot dog once in a while. What you want to do is you don't want to really listen that closely to anybody that's confusing you and saying you can only eat one way, you've got to eat vegetables, 6 to 11 servings of grains a day. It's kind of hard to do. What you want to do is have the foods you like in moderation, no more than, add up all your calories and fat grams at the end of the week, and you want to make sure that you're not eating more than 20 to 30% of your total calories and fat grams. Very simple. Well, thanks for having us out, Eagle. We want to thank Bob Wortman and Mark for having us out. Thanks.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Now we just need, do you want to do that salad dressing again?
Yeah.
It's over there, and then I'll go through and get closest to everything. Back up a little bit, or stand where we're going to go.
I'll look towards you.
Okay.
Do they have the light tartar sauce?
No.
You could bake it.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Ready?
No. Okay, go ahead.
Salad dressing. One of the famous studies just came out and said that the biggest. What? Do it again.
Okay, go ahead.
Salad dressing. Since you're eating all these salads, you got to put something on it because salad alone doesn't taste good, even if it's romaine. So, the study just said that one of the biggest sources of fat for people is salad dressing. But now Kraft and a lot of the other brands have got fat-free, and it's really good. They've also got fat-free mayonnaise, and if you turn up your nose on it, if you're going to use it all the time as a sandwich spread, get some of the fat-free or the reduced fat mayonnaise. Some of the light mayonnaise is probably 3 to 5 grams a serving, which is 1 teaspoon, not the end of the world. But if you eat a lot of salads, or you like to pour it on vegetables, or you like it in a dip, Kraft has got fat-free everything. 7 Seas has fat-free. Get a fat-free dressing if you're going to eat a lot of salads. If you're not going to eat that much, or you're going to, no, forget that end. Just cut off the end.
Okay. What was your last sentence? I'll just cut it off.
The last one was about 7 Seas makes fat-free too.
There's even a fat-free tartar sauce.
No, that's good.
I think our whole style will kind of be like
Yeah.
zipping through the store. I'll just take the highlight.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's got a couple questions. What food? It'll be really easy.
No, I
It's
look
just to
like
get the community environment in there. Oh, do it from the neck up. No.
Okay.
Neck up? Okay.
So let's head over to the cereal aisle.
Okay. Where's the salad? We need somebody.
maybe this lady over here.
Yeah, this lady in green. Okay, I'll be rolling so you can go attack her.
Oop.
Okay, I'm rolling.
And now I've got one of the burning questions of the day. What is more American, Wheaties or Cheerios? Ma'am? Excuse me. Let me ask you a question. What is more American, Cheerios or Wheaties?
My family probably Cheerios.
Cheerios. I vote for Cheerios. Cheerios or Wheaties, ma'am?
Cheerios.
2 Cheerios. Do you like Cheerios or Wheaties?
Cheerios.
3 Cheerios.
Okay, I gotta go around again.
3 Cheerios. There he is.
Buried in the... Where are you?
And he's inhaled 4 boxes as we speak.
Say Cheerios.
Wait. Say Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Thank you. But frankly, we've had in a section of Cheerios people, and we found just as many votes for Wheaties.
Oh, that's good.
What else we need?
Want to ask about some shopping matters, or?
That's pretty involved. We can.
No, it's just something basic. Say, do you have any, something like,
What's your favorite food?
What's your favorite low-fat food?
health-oriented.
What's
Do
your
you have
favorite
any,
low-fat food?
Summer's coming, are you thinking about low-fat food at all, or do you not care? No. Something like that.
We'll start over here. Excuse me, ma'am. Can we ask you a question?
I can't be on TV. I work at Dominic's.
Okay.
They catch me and eagles.
We'll say this is Dominic's.
Oh! Intrigue.
Intrigue.
No problem.
Oh, is that funny? Oh, is that funny?
Here's a section down here.
Oh, I love those pizzerias. Are those really bad?
What? Oh, yeah. Not really.
Do it, Kevin.
Hi, ladies. Can we ask you a question?
What was he doing?
Can we ask you a question?
Well, we're in a hurry.
Well, just one quick question.
Uh-huh.
When you're shopping, do you ever go out of your way to look for low-fat items?
I do all the
Would
time.
make a difference?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you have any favorite low-fat items?
Yeah,
you
I
ever
like
try
Crafts.
the Kraft?
Kraft cheese, uh-huh.
Kraft cheese. There you go. And one other question: what's more American, Cheerios or Wheaties?
Well, I don't eat either one.
Okay, we'll take that as what?
I'd eat them if I could, probably.
Okay, we'll take that as a.
I have to watch. I can't eat no sugar.
Well
That's
then,
got sugar in it.
is it? Well, okay.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Thanks. Was that theory? Okay.
Oh yeah, I blew that one.
Okay, that's
that people are. I've made a call around to a lot of the different Ys and see what they all have, that type of thing. And you're unique, I know, in this type of thing. But if you're in Naperville or whatever in Aurora, and there's other Ys over there, and then there's one in Downers, or in fact, there's two in Aurora, isn't there? I think there's also a YW.
There's a YW.
Okay.
Hey, girls in the back, could I get you to be like on the bars and stuff, like on the right side of the bars over here and
Over here?
yeah, just moving around.
You want a time check?
Okay.
Yeah, when you can go back and forth, but I just want to see some movement back there.
All right.
So, and then we'll get you doing your.
Don't
thing over
stop.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Just keep going.
It'll only take about an hour or two.
You can stop and rest. Okay. What? Now, like we said, you can mention things anywhere in the building. I'll go and get video of it later.
Just real simple stuff.
Yeah.
Real simple stuff. It's like hanging there or.
Okay. Anytime you're ready, I'm ready. We're rolling here.
Now, what did you say? How we're going to start the segments with?
Well, this is the closing, right?
Right, but so you know when you edit it.
Oh, well, just say something like, to the effect that we've seen a lot on the YMCA. And
No, I'm saying you said it's just say ready and do a pause.
Oh yeah, when I say I'm ready to go, just make sure you hear about a second or two of silence before you start. 'Cause
Okay.
otherwise, like the last part of my word will be with the first part of your word.
Okay.
So just as long as you hear like a second of silence before we begin. I could say, and 3, 2.
Oh, I need one of those boards.
Yeah, I have some. Anyway. Okay, anytime you're ready, just go ahead and start.
Ready. As we've seen, there's a lot more to the YMCA that normally meets the eye. I'm here with the executive director of the Fox Valley YMCA, Dean Herod, who's going to tell us a little bit more about what's available at this particular Y. What?
Yeah, well, you know what the thing is that you're not motivated. You're just kind of tired. And
Yeah.
But the thing is, we just saw this great Y,
All right.
It's like, okay, wrap up. Okay, this was a great Y, and now you've got the man here, Dean.
Okay,
Herod.
so fire this guy
Is
up.
he saying, yeah, you got to fire him up. And
All
he's
right.
like, selling.
Okay.
Is he saying your last name right?
Harriet.
Harriet?
Harriet.
Harriet. Okay, I'm sorry. Stop me if I do.
Yeah.
Stop. No, just
Good,
kidding.
good.
Okay, Dean Herod. Okay.
Okay.
So, and try and, he's standing here, everyone's wondering who he is, so,
We'll start off with that.
Yeah, start out with, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Listen to him. Boy, he's going to tell us all about the key to fitness and health. Okay. Anytime you're ready.
Okay, we're ready. We've found the executive director of the Fox Valley YMCA, Dean Herriot. And what we're going to talk about is what the Fox Valley has that a lot of the other ones don't. And one of the interesting parts is the gymnastics area. We want well, wait, let's do it again. See, what I want to start off, I want to hit him with that, but then I'm going to come back to this Ted Koppel thing about the YWCA.
I think you know more about what you're doing than I do
Yeah.
at this point, so just go ahead. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Yeah, let's just let him roll with it.
Yeah,
and see what comes
roll.
out.
Just make sure you're excited
Okay.
to say, okay, now here's the man. This is the first time we've seen him on camera, so we have to figure out who he is.
Okay,
Okay, give me time.
ready. Now you've seen a little bit about the Y. Now we're going to meet the man in charge, executive director of the Fox Valley YMCA, Dean Herriot. And what we're going to talk about is a lot of interesting things that are available here that you may not even know about. But one of the things that I think Ted Koppel would be interested in is why, indeed, are there women in this YMCA? Care to comment?
Sure. As a matter of fact, the majority of the people in our YMCA are women. I would probably say about 60% are. And the YMCA has opened it up to women way back in the early 1900s.
So indeed, like a lot of health clubs are more centered towards male or female, most of the Ys are family affairs, correct?
Yes, we are co-ed and very family-oriented.
Now I see that you've really got an extensive gymnastics facility over here. What kind of programs are available for kids?
Well, as a matter of fact, our gymnastics facility here is probably the best YMCA gymnastics facility in the world. There really is no other one like it for a YMCA. We have over 300 kids in the program at this point, and it is still growing. You can see that we have someone here today working out, and this program is probably the fastest growing program we have at this point.
So you actually have, what's the age groups it's limited to for kids?
At this age, we start kids at 1.5 years old. We have a mother and tykes program for the little kids, and we go all the way up through adult.
So the mother and tyke program, does a mother actually get involved?
Yes, they are actually they're the key to the program. The parents actually exercise with the kids on the different types of forms and tumbling that they do.
Now, do the parents need any kind of prior experience for this, or can you come in cold?
Well, you can come in cold, but we do have a qualified instructor that takes them through, and it's where we actually just lead them out and show them exactly how the program should run.
So now with all this exercising going on, it's almost like you're using your kids as barbells and dumbbells in a way, and you're actually getting fit as your kids are learning gymnastics. Is that how it kind of works, or do the parents just kind of lay around?
No, the parents are very involved, very involved. Actually, probably more involved than the kids, which is good.
Now, what else we have involved? We already saw part of the weight room, and we also are seeing the gymnastics area. What else do you have here at Fox Valley?
We also have a gymnasium, which is a 10,000 square foot gymnasium. We offer programs in there for youth and adult. We have an adult co-ed volleyball league, men's basketball league.
Co-ed stuff, huh?
Co-ed again, co-ed again. And we also have the women's basketball league, which is very popular. We also have the youth sports. We have indoor soccer, floor hockey, and basketball.
Now, you also have an aerobics area.
Yes, we do have a 2,000 square foot aerobics area where we do step aerobics. We also have a dance studio and karate studio, in which our programs there are also very fast growing. We just had our dance recital, and we had over 500 parents show up for that.
Wow. And you also have babysitting?
Yes, we have babysitting available for the parents if they wish to come in and work out, or they're in a basketball league. They're more than welcome to put their children in the babysitting area.
And as you can see, Dean is a psychotic individual. You know, he's really hard sell. And that's one of the things we've always liked about Ys across the country is you don't get a hard sell. You come in and you want to work out and you want your kids to learn a little bit about sports, and that's what you're going to get. So, you know, thanks a lot for having us out. And we're going to show you a little more of the areas we have here at the Y also. Okay.
Okay, good. Let's get the girls over here now.
Yeah.
For a little,
Very good. You were great.
we can get them on out.
You were great.
Shaky.
Oh, you always do.
Good job.
Yeah, great.
That was good.
Now, are we done with him, or do we need?
Well, he'll probably want to do some voiceover stuff. Yeah, you hit the whole stuff.
Right.
Great.
I just kept looking at Kevin, and I thought I better not look at the camera. If I do, I'll freeze.
You do, and even some of the stuff you go over 100 times, you still forget, and you forget, and you forget. It's no big deal.
Okay, gymnast.
Smooth. You talk
Do you want
so
to come over
smooth.
here and
Look,
tumble
I'm
a
like,
little
I
bit?
messed it up
And
2
we'll
or
get
3
some
times
shots of you
there.
guys doing
Last
your
week, I
tumbling,
messed the
and
whole
then
thing up 5
we'll ask
times.
you like your names real quick to get
That's
you out
all.
here.
You did great. You're going to come out great.
Well,
Like
the
he's got a
segments
career
are
in
every
this.
Monday.
Oh, you're not from Illinois, are you?
No, I'm from Wisconsin.
What?
Accent?
No.
If you could do
Little.
like
I would have said
this
Ohio,
way.
too. Because, you know, you talk to people
Okay.
from Wisconsin, Ohio, or Iowa, whatever, they're easy going, they're easy to talk to, and everything else. It's always the same. Except for her, she's crazy. She's from Ohio.
I am from Ohio.
Are you really?
But she's an
Where did you say you're
implant.
from?
Wisconsin.
Implant?
Transplant implant.
Now, don't be nervous. Like I was.
Take your time, you guys are doing a good job.
They're used to performing in front of parents all the time.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is probably,
Piece of cake.
yeah.
Of course, they'll be coming in those little glitter outfits after they see themselves.
That's right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I will have you know I can still do these.
Go on. Put your shoes on.
If I didn't have a skirt on, I would.
Cross your ankles. Wow. Very good.
Very good.
I hate those.
Oh, I know.
I used to do little gymnastics.
I don't know how they can be flexible
I was,
to do
I
that.
was just thinking,
My back would just go.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I haven't done that
No,
in
as
years.
executive director, you do all this stuff regularly,
Oh,
right?
come on, Dean. You know you do.
You just flip around.
Weren't they rolling on that?
Yeah. Usually I go off the balcony and do a couple flips.
Is that bad for your back? I would think that.
No, not for them.
It's how you enter the building from the parking lot.
Right. Swing over from the lights onto the balcony.
Without Tarzan, yeah.
He's here, our executive director.
Fine.
If I had my tennis shoes on, I'd do it right now, but
No sense in showing off. Very
We'd
good.
really like to have it as a lead into our show, Dean. Oh, that's neat.
Very good.
Wow.
In fact, at the end, if you want,
Should
we
I get
can.
you doing that?
Huh?
Should we get you doing that?
yeah.
You have a rope?
Yeah.
Just on the floor? Nah.
Okay, what are you saying?
Maybe at the very end, you want to do a quick, your names, please.
Yeah. Why don't you go join him right now? Hold on. Let me get my headset on. And then I'll just follow you anywhere on there. Just ask them, hey, what are your names and what is it you're doing here?
Hey, come on over, you guys. We're going to ask your names, so don't forget them. Come on over. No, no. Just because we're going to send a copy to Madonna or whoever, you don't want her to see you. We're just going to ask your names and stuff. It'll only take a sec. Come on over here. Get over here.
You have to.
Come on.
You should get my mom over here too.
Come on over here, Mom.
Dean.
Come on. Come on.
Good today.
Come on. Drop your purse.
Yeah, she.
That's good,
I
Chris.
think she's the coach. She looks better than I do.
Come on over here. I got you.
Yeah,
That's
it's
okay.
fine.
We got the boss with us. He'll let us.
All right.
Now turn this way a little bit so I can see you. You don't have to bunch up. Come on in close. Get ready. Now you've seen what I normally do in the morning before I walk the dog. But we want to give credit where credit is due. We've got their instructor,
Hello, I'm Alethea Klein.
the very, very well-prepared students,
Snell Guzman. Christina Kukas.
and a dedicated mother.
Debbie Kukas.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your help.
You're welcome.
Very good. Very good. You guys. You got it?
This is a natural Steadicam.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready? Always keep in mind the why in working out and fitness is a fun thing to do, and a why is a fun place to do it at. It's a nice, easy-going place to get your kids fit, get your husband fit, get yourself fit, and let's do that again.
Just kind of shuffle around while you're.
I'll sink in.
Look you up.
Like a Laurel, it's like quicksand. Okay, ready? Always keep in mind that fitness and the why are fun places to get fit for you and your family, for your neighbors, for your friends. What?
That was weird.
It was a lot of words about fitness.
Yeah, a lot of fitnesses?
Yeah.
I'll just do a short one then. Okay?
Yeah, the concept's great. Keep going with it.
Okay.
You'll get it.
Okay.
Hold on.
You right?
Just gotta get my Steadicam going. Okay, go ahead.
Ready. Now always keep in mind the whys and fitness are fun places to be. get your whole family in here and get your kids going on any kind of program that really strikes your fancy. And we're here from the Fox Valley YMCA, and always remember, fitness is fun. Okay?
Good. You want him to be a little more?
That's good.
That was
Want him to
good.
Be a little more?
You want to just do one more for fun?
If you want.
Just be crazy on this one.
Yeah, be a little more manic.
Be a little more manic?
Do you want me to jump up and down?
No
the
way.
platform?
No way.
Will it make him shake?
Huh? No. No. Ready? Always remember, here at the Y, it's a lot of fun. Fitness is for you and your family, so come back next week with another segment from Fox Valley Today, or meet us here at the Fox Valley YMCA.
That's good. You made a rhyme.
Huh?
You rhyme.
Well, then we're going to have a rap segment coming up, too, so. That's when we get Dean again.
Let's leave him in there. Now, if I jump in here, what will happen?
Everybody, your skirt will go up around your head. We'll show your kids.
Look at the little smiley thing.
They'll be embarrassed forever. Wait a minute.
Jump in, make sure there's nothing in your pockets. You may lose it.
Right.
Now, really, if I jump in, what
Your
will
skirt's going to go up around your
No,
head.
it
We'll take
won't.
pictures to show your kids.
Always land on your back. When you jump in, land on your back.
Oh my God, it looks like some. I wish I had pants on. No.
Don't turn our heads.
Yeah.
We'll turn our heads. We'll zoom the camera.
It's hard to get weight.
Really, would you mind like looking over in that direction so I can do this?
Go ahead.
Seriously.
Okay.
That's
Ready?
fine.
No, wait a minute. Dean, can I just like lay out?
Yeah.
I just like lay out.
You can either jump in and just land on your back, or you can fall back.
Okay. Here goes. Ready?
ST plunge.
And Sarah's filming the whole thing for posterity.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the fun part is if you want to set up that mini tramp,
Yeah.
they come running down and they'll go off that mini tramp and go in the air and do
Oh
aerials and
my
they land. And
God.
Burning battery power is more like it. I mean, seriously. Okay, now, you need to stand on this side of the camera.
Okay.
Because what
Well,
we're
let me
doing-
get over. Well,
Get over here, Chris.
I do want to see him. So,
Get over there.
okay.
Because what I'm going to do is he's going to do his little lead in, and then I'm going to pan him
Right.
here.
So I'm gonna get out of there. Okay.
We might have to do it twice, so we'll see.
Yeah, just.
Okay, I mean for my part.
As you pan over, I'm going to still be talking.
That's fine.
And then when I stop talking, do whatever you want to do, bud.
Okay, we'll try it once. Go ahead.
Ready? The gym, a dark, foreboding place, filled with sweaty bodies, clanking weights, prancing aerobics princesses. Not really. As you'll see from today's show, gyms are actually bright and cheery places. And what we're going to do is take you through a complete program here at the Y.
Okay, let's do it one more time.
Okay. So as soon as I say, not really,
Yeah. I need I'll pan a little earlier.
okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready. The gym, a dark, foreboding place filled with clanking weights, sweaty bodies, prancing aerobic princesses. Not really. A lot of today's gyms and Ys are actually family places, bright and cheery, and ready to make fitness fun for you and your family.
That was very good, but let's do it one more time.
Okay.
Just because it can always get better for me and for you and everybody. Oh, it's a third time. Okay, ready?
Ready. The gym, a dark, foreboding place filled with clanking weights, prancing aerobic. Well, let me do that again.
Okay.
Ready. The gym, a dark, foreboding place filled with clanking weights, sweaty bodies, and prancing aerobics princesses.
I'm sorry, let's start again.
Okay.
It's my, I just didn't have the
Okay.
pan right. Okay, go ahead.
Ready. The gym, a dark, foreboding place filled with sweaty bodies, clanking weights, and prancing aerobic princesses. Not really. Today's gyms are bright and cheery places, and are great for you and your family to get fit, try some basketball, try some gymnastics, as we'll see in today's show.
Beautiful.
That was
Okay.
great. That was perfect.
And now, that's good, Chris. Okay. Mhm.
Okay. Whoop. Okay, do whatever, and then I'll pull out to show that you're on a bike. Is this,
Well, I'm first going to introduce myself in the show.
okay, is this a lead-in again?
No, it's a continuous thing. So you said, hi, we're in a dark foreboding. No, it's bright and cheery. I go right into, hi, I'm Kevin Mark of the fitness line.
All right. I got it. Faster, you.
Ready?
Time.
Ready. Hi, I'm Kevin Mark of the fitness line, and we're here at the Fox Valley YMCA. What we're going to do today is demystify a little bit about what goes on in a Y and what goes on in the weight room. We're going to do that by showing you a complete program, how to use some of the equipment here, and how to get started, and what order you do them in, and what's proper form. We're going to get started with the cardiovascular equipment. It includes anything from your bike to your treadmills to anything like that, or even taking a quick walk outside. You want to work your way up to doing about 20 minutes at a time. That gets your heart working and actually turns your body into a fat-burning machine. Now what you're going to start off with is you set one of the bikes at a real easy pace. You want to set the seat at a height where you don't really lock your knee out and it's comfortable. And then what you do is pedal for about 15 or 20 minutes to get your heart rate up. And actually, because we're limited for time, we're going to use time-lapse photography and to take you through a whole 20-minute program. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Now what we're going to do is go on to our first machine.
All right, cut. No. Are we going to, do you want them all rolling? Continue? I mean, do you want me to not stop you?
Well, you'd have to after this, because like this machine we can't get.
Okay.
Now to slide this out, you could do this.
Okay. Well, what I want to do is get a shot of you on the, I want close up to your feet, and I'll put that in between the time lapse. Okay. I'm gonna let him go one time.
I burn these things out. Burn them out.
So, okay, where's the next machine? I just gotta start it so that my edit will work.
Down here?
We gotta get you a wireless mic.
Now, is that going to be okay when he had a pause there?
Like we broke. Yeah, I just gotta make sure that the next shot is totally different than where I left off.
No, I mean, he was talking and he said that it's a good place to, he
Fumbled.
fumbled.
Oh, I heard that. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Chris.
Everybody fumbled. Hold on. Okay, now you'll need to get over to the side a little bit. Which machine are you gonna be on?
This one. What I'm going to do is, actually what I'm going to do is tell them what to do, show them a little form. You just climb in, get your feet thing, and what you're going to do is use two hands, and you do your nice,
Why don't we
easy.
start with you laying there?
Huh?
Why don't we start with you laying there?
Okay.
But that's kind of cool. But let's lean up a little bit because that bar is in your face.
Well,
No, the bar in the machine. I'm just saying, sit up just a little bit. Yeah, or like that or something.
I'll pull the whole thing down a bit.
Oh, I see. I mean, if you sit up a little bit, then you can say, now we're on this machine, and I'll pull out, and you can stand up
Okay.
and do it, or whatever you want to do. But hold on. Focus on you. If you lean back a little bit, so you're sitting up too much now. There, now we see that you're on the machine.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready. Remember, what we're going to do is right after your cardiovascular work, you're walking your bike or what have you, you go right to do what we call a circuit, for circuit training. A circuit training is a continuous operation of any group of machines. Ideally, you want to be at a place, a YMCA or a gym, where they have a setup like this, where you can do one machine after another, and they actually cover every body part. We're going to start off with a shoulder press. When you do your shoulder press, all that's going to happen is you're going to do about 15 repetitions of every exercise. And as you do the exercise, remember, you set the weight so you can easily do 15 repetitions. All right? So if you can only do 8 or 10 reps, it's too heavy, go on a lighter weight. Shoulder press, you're just laying down, get yourself comfortable, your knees are still a little bent, and you just easy, of course you're going to use two hands, just easy push up and down, and very complicated. The thing to keep in mind is don't lock your elbows out at the top. Especially for women, people have a propensity to hyperextend their knees and their elbows. After you do about 15 repetitions, you move on to the next piece of equipment. Over here at the Fox Valley Y, it's a leg squat. They all show you how to do the exercise, but they also have little formats set up, or you can ask one of the instructors. Basically, you get underneath the pads, get your feet in front of you so your knees aren't too extended. Actually, I should have this other pad up. You stand up with it, and you do not lock your legs out at the top. You come down so your feet are just about parallel and just about up to lockup. All the way down to just about parallel, and you push out to lockup, just short of lockout. Remember, 15 reps on each piece of equipment. Next they have set up here is the bench press. Bench press is just that. You lay down on the bench, you get your feet situated, you get your hands situated about shoulder width apart, a little wider than that, and you gradually just push the weight up just short of lockout. Don't lock your elbows. And down, stretch, and push up and down. Sometimes you'll see guys arching their backs, or with their feet up like this, arching their backs. Remember, this is a chest press. This isn't the chest arch. This is a chest press. Actually, you get a lot of power out of your legs. So as long as you keep your shoulders and your rear end and your feet on the floor and everything else on the bench, you'll have proper form and you'll work your chest area. You wait about 15 seconds to 30 seconds between every piece of equipment. And how do you determine that? First time or two you go through, wait a minute between each piece of machinery. After that, wait about 30 seconds between each piece of machinery. And after about a week or two or a month or two, have it about 15 seconds. So what you're going to do is you're going to still burn a lot of fat. It's going to be a cardiovascular workout. The next one is they've got a sit-up board, but as we all know, nobody does sit-ups anymore. You do crunches. So you can actually do these flat-footed or with your feet up anywhere, and you lay down and relax, put one hand behind your head, the other one on top of your abs, and you just roll your head and shoulders up and down. Head and shoulders up and down. But if you notice, my legs aren't moving at all. As soon as you see your legs take over, actually you're taking one of the biggest muscle groups in your body, your legs, to work one of the smallest, your abs. So just do easy, tight crunches. Now they've got a high pulley set up or a lat pull down. And for a pull down, that's going to work the back muscles. And a lot of women would think, well, I don't want to bulk up that much. But actually, remember, the back carries most of the weight of the upper body, obviously. Anytime you carry a kid in your arms or your purse on your shoulder, one of the things that's supporting is your back. And to do this, there's a couple of ways to do it. You've seen people do it in front of the chest. Problem with that right now is that most people tend to lean over, and then you're not working so much back, you're working a lot of arm. All we're going to do is take a shoulder wide grip, lock in your legs, and pull it behind your neck. And now you can lock out your elbows and stretch all the way up. But you don't want to do a short range of motion like this. You actually want to come all the way down and stretch up all the way. That's great for swimmers. That's great for moms. It's great for everybody. Next thing you have is a leg curl. Leg curl works the hamstring, the back of the leg. To do this one, all you do is you plop yourself down. This feels good. You get your knees just off the end of the bench. You can either support yourself on your elbows or you can lay down and hold on. And you just easily curl the weight all the way up and all the way down. The thing to remember on this one is knees off the end of the bench. And also, if your rear end moves, you're not working hamstring. So you just put enough weight on there that the only thing moving is your hamstring. Okay.
Take a breather.
That was very good,
Run out of
Cal.
breath.
Very good.
Because this one, a fly we want to
I'm in
do.
the shot a couple times.
You're in the shot? Oh, no! What are you going to do about that?
I can't do anything.
It's
really.
so what?
It's not forever.
It's really kind of cute.
So what?
My shirt was untucked.
Oh, it's perfect, though. I'm probably in the shot, too, then.
Probably that's alright.
So anyway, the other one we want to get, we can get the pec deck,
Okay.
leg extension, long cable pull, and some of the hip machines.
Let's have you do that first one again, Kelly. You know
Okay.
what you did? I think you repeated. When you're on the bike, you talked about how, standing on and rolling from machine to machine.
So I said that already on the bike?
And then you said it again here, I think.
Then I'll just do a clean break. I'll just talk about the,
I mean, I'm going to just do this one machine.
okay, so just skip all the intro
No, yeah,
and just come up to the part where you're doing the machine.
I'll just do that first machine again. And I'll use some cutaways not to edit it in.
Well, I tell you what, because technically it's not set up as a shoulder press anyway. It's set up as an incline bench press, so that was wrong anyway.
Okay, well, let's do the first one again. Go
Okay.
ahead and stop if you,
Yeah, don't be afraid to stop, Kevin, if you feel like you want to rephrase something or you didn't explain it the way you wanted to. That's fine.
Chris, would you mind ready to get another battery at that bag?
Absolutely.
That'd be great.
It's a square thing.
She knows. She's my expert.
She's the expert.
But I have enough, I think. I'll just have to get it. Okay, go ahead.
Now we're going to start off with a shoulder press. And a shoulder press is simply a shoulder press. You're going to work your deltoids. A couple of things to remember when you're doing that is you sit so your body is, the bars are just in front of your shoulders. A lot of times you'll see people arching over or putting on so much weight that you arch over. This isn't a back workout, it's a shoulder press. Put your hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Get your body in an upright position, your spine in its naturally curved position, and you push the bars up. One thing to remember is you don't lock your elbows out. Remember, women have got a propensity to hyperextend elbows and knees. So you want to push up just short of working out. See, a lot of people don't do that because they say, well, I feel that in my shoulders. This is a shoulder press. Wake up. So start off with 15 repetitions of every exercise we're going to do. The first month or so, give yourself about a minute between every single piece of machinery. Work your way down to the point where you're doing, say, in a couple of weeks, 30 seconds between each piece of machinery. And then later on, when you feel pretty good about it, you can really tear through the equipment. Give yourself about 10 or 15 seconds between each piece of machinery. That way, you're also giving your body a cardiovascular workout. You're working aerobically with oxygen. Ready. Next piece of equipment we're going to look at is the butterfly or the pec deck. Sometimes these are attached to the big universal piece of equipment, and it gets set up in it. Climb in, put on a weight that you're going to do about 15 repetitions. Your elbows go behind the pads, your hands go up right in this position. But how do you know how high the seat is? Well, basically, your arms should be about straight coming out from your chest. So if you're up in this position, this would be at a right angle. So you sit down and relax, and you squeeze it together, and you come out like that. Now, the first couple of repetitions you're doing, remember, just because you've done other exercise doesn't mean your chest is as warmed up as it should be. So what you're going to do is, the first couple of reps on every piece of machinery, you're going to see how your body feels, and you're actually re-warming up that muscle group. So you start off with a couple of easy repetitions. If you feel pretty good, maybe you stretch back a little further and squeeze in the middle. Remember, you're working your chest. If the seat is actually up at the wrong position, you're going to be using a lot of shoulder. How can you tell? You should actually stand at home in front of a mirror. Put your hand right here over your chest and try to squeeze that muscle group and feel the muscle work. Otherwise, you're just going to be working a lot of shoulder. Okay, now we're going to head over to some of the other ones like the long cable pull.
Okay. Is that this?
That's actually this.
What is it?
This one.
That one? Oh, okay. Head on over.
Head on over.
Okay.
Ready. As you must know by now, I always find a piece of equipment where you can sit and relax. And most of this stuff, if it was sitting in your living room and didn't have everything else attached, would be pretty comfortable. Unfortunately, this is a leg extension machine, still part of your circuit weight training. Now, you put on a light weight once again, you get about 15 reps, and remember, it'll take you a time or two to figure out when you go through the program what's a light weight for you. You slide back on the thing, and you have the seat positioned far up enough that your back is supported, and you want the back of your leg down to the end of the pad, but you want just about enough room to slide a finger back there. So you want your entire leg supported, but you don't want your leg jammed on the back or a lot of room between here for back support. All you do simply is extend your legs out. It's a leg extension. And down, and extend them all the way up and down. Now, after you've done it a few times and done this over a couple of weeks, you can start locking your legs out. If you want to work the thigh portion of your leg, keep your feet a little wider. If you actually want to work the vastus medialis, one of the muscles that's important, especially for women and gymnasts and everything else, that give you a lot of shape to your leg, and also strengthen your knees quite a bit, move your feet in a little closer, and you'll actually feel, if you put your hand just inside your knee, you'll feel the muscle working down in that portion. Okay, you do your 15 reps. Then you hop up, and you run over, because you're happy to be doing this, and you're happy that you're almost done, and you have a long cable pull. Now, a lot of places don't have a long cable pull. What this is going to work is the back. It's great for swimmers, once again. It's great for anybody who wants a little bit of shape to their back, and anybody who's got a little bit of weight back here. It was a little bit loose. When you put on a top or whatever, you see a little bit of flesh over there. Long cable pull is great. Got to do it a certain way. Put your feet up there. Relax. You grab the two handles, and your knees are bent, and you just release the air out of your stomach so you can lean forward a little bit. Now all you're going to do is pull it back into your body and stretch. Pull it back into your body and stretch. Pull it back into your body and stretch. Now actually when you're pulling back, you don't want to go all the way back. This isn't a full roll. You want to go back just far enough that when you're done with your repetition, your body's straight up and down with just a tiny bit of an arch, because you're pulling into your back. If you feel a lot in your arms, try pulling a little lower, because remember, it is a back move. It's a rowing move. Okay, so what we've had is a complete circuit.
That was like a real pause there.
Okay.
Are we in your way?
No, I just didn't want to get
Well, thanks. That's okay. Thanks.
So now you're going to do a summary here?
Yeah.
Will you just sit, like, move this thing back and sit on it or something?
I think I'll be able to get up from there. Want me to sit on a...
Oh, you want to get up?
Or you want... Well, I'm going to have to get up eventually.
For what?
Want me to sit over here?
Oh,
To leave.
I forgot your age.
Yeah. Ready? Now remember, to you, it may seem like I'm talking normally and pedaling very slowly. That's the wonder of cameras. Actually, I'm talking very, very fast, and I'm pedaling extraordinarily fast. So just remember something. When you're in a gym and when you're in a health club, it's not as mysterious as it seems. You come in to do something. You want to tone up your body. You want to strengthen up your body. You're not here to build bulk. You go through your routine 3 days a week for about 20 minutes to a half hour at a time. You start off with 20 minutes on a bicycle or walking or your treadmill, and then you do your circuit. Each piece of machinery for each part of your body, 12 to 15 repetitions, pause between each one, and you're going to see in a couple of weeks that you feel a little better, your body's a little tighter, and people are starting to notice that you actually feel pretty good about yourself. So next week, we're going to hit another topic that's of interest to you at Fox Valley Today, so be sure to tune in. Thanks.
Okay, now you did just kind of a close just now.
Yeah, do we need that?
No, because we're going right from here to Deep Harriet.
Yeah.
Ooh, then I'll redo it.
Yeah, redo it anyway.
Okay.
Just make it a wrap-up of, in the gym segment here.
Okay.
Okay, so you've seen, that this is something attainable for just any, any person, and you don't need to be an Olympic champion.
Okay.
Okay.
One thing we've gone over today. Wait.
Yeah.
Bed. Ready. What we've tried to show today is the gym is not a mysterious place. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good people. Your neighbors coming in and working out, toning up a little bit. All this hype, all this hoopla you've got to work out for hours is a bunch of baloney. You heard of no pain, no gain. It's if you've got pain, it's no brain. That's more like it. You come in, and if you want to tone up, make yourself a little stronger, get yourself ready for the summer, make yourself feel good about yourself. The easiest way to do it, the fastest way to lose weight, the best way to burn fat, because remember, every muscle in your body, every time you have another pound of muscle, it burns an extra 50 to 60 calories per day, is to come in and do your circuit weight training. You go through it once or twice, you do your cardio, and then you're out of here. 3 times a week, about a total of about 30 to 40 minutes at a time. Okay. Yep. Hi, so you think you might want to join our health club? Let me help you decide. This is the place to join. We've got weightlifting, saunas, tennis, baseball, racquetball, downhill sledding, World Cup sailing. You say you want aerobics? We've got aerobics. Trim, beginner, step, power step, 1, 2, and 3. Hey, we're the best. Hey, Jane Fonda stops by here all the time to get tips. Hey, me and her, we're like this. You should have seen the way she was looking at me. You know what? If Ted Turner ever lost his money, she'd be at my doorstep like this. You might, I screwed it up.
That's okay, that was great.
Because I want to
You're doing great. That was great.
doorstep like this. How much? You're lucky.
That was good.
It's a transition after Jane Fonda snap. How much?
The entry needs some work. So you think you want to join our health club? You know.
Yeah. Hi, so you think you want to join our health club? Let me help you decide. This is the place to join. We've got weightlifting, saunas, tennis, baseball, racquetball, downhill sledding, World Cup sailing. You say you want aerobics? We've got aerobics. Trim, beginner, step, power step, 1, 2, and 3. Hey, we're the best. Hey, Jane Fonda stops by here all the time to get tips. Yeah, sure, me and her, we're like this. You should see the way she looks at me. You know what? If Ted Turner ever lost her money, she'd be at my doorstep like this. How much? How much is it going to cost you? Well, you're lucky. This is the last day. All this stuff goes on sale for only $149 a person. Monday and Friday, alternating Wednesdays on months ending in Uary. Wait, come back. There's a special. $999 for you and a relative. Wait, come back here. Don't tell anyone I'm doing this. $199 for you, your whole family, and I throw in a personal serve. Wait, I forgot. This is Monday. I forgot. Mondays are $19.95 for your whole family, all your neighbors, one pet with 4 legs, one pet with 2 wings, no finny pets. They clog up the pool. Wait.
Good. That was good.
I think you said if Ted Turner ever lost her money.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not sure if he did or
I don't
not.
know.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that could be there, too.
I mean,
Well, it's up to you. We can zap through it again.
I think it doesn't matter. He probably would make that mistake. You know, you're going so fast.
It's up to you.
No one's going to catch it. Plus, if they do, it'll be like, oh, the characters.
Right.
made a mistake. No, it's good.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that I hear it on the tape, just in case anything went wrong with it.
Would you rather redo it?
No, I don't care.
I think it's good. Keep it
It's good.